Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And in this video, we are going to look at XRP. There has been some aha moments. I think Ripple had their aha moment back in October when they released their blockchain payments report. It is on their website and it's called The Tipping Point. And you can find that the breakthrough moment in the digital asset interest was realized. The advantages of using XRP as a settlement tool was stronger than ever before. 75% of those they surveyed came back with a very or extremely interested point of view when it came to the digital asset XRP. Only 19% said that they were somewhat interested, and a minuscule 2% said they weren't interested at all. And now in the last 24 hours, we see this headline. The World Bank is bullish on Ripple, and XRapid says the tech could revolutionize cross-border payments. This is an aha moment for them. They are praising the distributed ledger technology, and they called Ripple's XRapid a potentially transformational technology for cross-border payments. In addition to this, what preceded this is the aha moment that the IMF had. It probably went under the radar. You didn't see it. There was a big 61-page report, and it was all about how fintech could be the game changer for sub-Saharan African countries. And why this region of the world? Well, it is one of the most expensive corridors to move money, and the people living there are just being in a position to have to pay these double-digit fees, which is just needs to change. So on this report, you will find the following, and I'm going to quote here for you. International payments using cryptocurrency can be securely received in minutes and can be rapidly settled in a domestic currency. The distributed ledger technology systems such as Ripple can be used to efficiently process foreign payments and can be supported by international banks and payment companies. So I think it was in February that the IMF had their aha moment. And here is a little article, but actually has, I think, a big ramification for Ripple and XRP. This is something that Forbes put together with the research company Statista. They looked at 7,500 different consulting firms. On March 19th, they announced that in America, the very best consulting firm was Accenture. They won the most 5-star ratings. Now, Accenture is a very important partner to Ripple, and they have, under Gareth Wilson here, actually, I don't know how many people are in his team. Accenture alone has 4,800 payments advisors, and they're talking to banks, payment providers, and they do end-to-end digital transformations. Gareth Wilson is the managing director for global payments, and he is important because you can see this is some of the actual brochure that they use. And here is the Ripple, a technology partner, is offering international remittances through a decentralized payment network. The ISO 20022 standard, which is being adopted in most real-time payment systems, can assist in international remittances. And so not only are they using it in their current brochure material, it's also got a wonderful page all devoted to Ripple on their website. And on February 18th, Gareth here made some predictions, and he's got boots on the ground and he's talking to the customers. I think he knows. He said that Ripple's network for cross-border transactions will continue to grow significantly, attracting more banks and corporates, leading to the rising transaction volumes. And if you watched any of the YouTubers today talk about the XRP volume, we are seeing the volume start to change. And here is a really fun story, actually. This just a couple of weeks ago, we learned that the Ripple banking partner, National Bank of Kuwait, yeah, this is just great. They won 2 awards. So the first award is for the best bank in liquidity management. You go, National Bank of Kuwait. And the second one was the cash management services in Kuwait. So they won the Global Finance Award for both those categories. I think that using Ripple, and we are probably guessing they're using the XRP digital asset, if they have won this liquidity management award. It has never been confirmed, but it has never been denied either. But it looks very potential that they are using the asset for their transfers. Okay, I am, wow, not going to the fluff yet, but I want to tell you where I'm going tonight. There is a Tokyo FinTech meetup, a fireside chat with our 3 CTO, Richard and Fernando, and it is with SBI. So I think we are going to learn, according to what they say here, we're going to learn the roadmap for the Japan business. And I will be going from 7 to 9. I'll tweet out anything that I find that is earth-shaking, and if it's stuff that can wait and information that can wait for tomorrow, I'll put it in tomorrow's video. But you know, this is it's a big partnership because, well, in the beginning of R3's inception, it was in May 2017 when SBI led that round to bring 107 million in terms of funding for R3. And then just recently, in January, SBI created the SBI R3 Japan, and they have a 60% share in that business joint venture. And they brought an additional 4.5 million to the table. And here, when we look at the R3, they have a very important tool called the Corda Settler, and they launched this universal settler application to facilitate global payments on Corda, and XRP is the first settlement mechanism. And I know with Mr. Kitao's support and push, he really wants to see R3 use XRP. So you can see here that it was soon after they settled their differences with Ripple that SBI and R3 teamed up to promote adoption of the Corda blockchain in Japan. And I do want to ask them lots of questions. And if you want to get a question in at the last moment, I'll take a look, because I think I'll have a chance to get some of those answered. Okay. Well, it's April Fool's Day, and I was totally taken by this story. So it was a Satoshi Nakamoto Returns to Bitcoin talk, and according to this article, it said that he had opened up his account for the first time in years to deliver the message that Craig Wright is not Satoshi Nakamoto. And I was like, wow, really? I can't believe it. And then I did read it all the way through. It's important to always go to the end of the articles. There's a disclaimer, happy April Fool's Day. This article is a satire and should be treated as such. So I was a little bit let down because I was hoping that this was true. But anyway, be careful out there on April Fool's Day, everyone. All right, I'm jumping to the fluff. So the ministers in Japan all gathered to discuss the new era name. This is a tradition that's been going since the year 645. So it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. The very first era, just by the way, was called Taika, and we are in Heisei right now, the Heisei era. But because the emperor is going to abdicate on the 1st of May, they have to change the era name because the era name goes with the emperor. So there was a short list that was put together by some academia, government members, and business leaders. A very famous professor and actually a Nobel Prize winner was part of the group. They had been discussing over the last couple of weeks, and this morning they had their short list, and within, I think, basically 1 hour, they came out with the announcement here at 11:41 today. They announced Reiwa. So Reiwa, it's two kanji, as you can see. The two kanji actually are characters that come from the oldest Japanese poetry from the 7th century. And it's a nice name. Let me explain what the characters mean. So each character has its own meaning, and then it kind of can become conceptual when you put more than one character together. So if we look at those characters individually, the first one means order, law, command, or decree, and that's Rei. And then Wa means harmony, peace, Japanese style. So I think if you were to conceptually translate this, it would be a decree of peace, which I think is very fitting and very nice. The current era name, Heisei, means to achieve peace, and they are staying with this peace theme for the next Reiwa era. Very nice. All right, everybody. So if you follow me on Twitter, you can check to see if I tweet anything out from that SBI R3 Fireside Chat tonight. Otherwise, I will be updating you all tomorrow. Thank you so much. Sayonara for now. Take care. Bye-bye.